Hello and welcome back to Leap of Faith Life. I'm Azar and I'm really glad that you're here today to do a little bit of winter solstice or Capricorn season yoga. We are in the Northern Hemisphere, all curled up and cozy in the winter season, embracing the darkness, embracing the quiet, embracing the cold. I hope that you join me in a little bit of yoga to open up the shoulders. We tend to curl forward as we're really cold during these holiday months, and a little bit to open up the hips as well. So when we address one area, we need to make sure that we say hello and give some love to those other spaces. You will need a block. You can create your own with rolled up blankets or sweatshirts. You can have a pillow, that is up to you as well. And you also have the option for a blanket to make this extra cozy. Socks can do the same, and if you're feeling really spicy, you can have a matching colored outfit like me and be extra cool. So good luck with that. I thought that would be fun for the video today. Winter time is the perfect time to come in and ask ourselves, what do I need? What do I really need? And then perhaps asking yourself one more time to get the truth, what is it that I really, truly, deeply need? I've got a video on how to beat seasonal affective disorder, the winter depressions. So if you'd like to check that out, there's some tips in there as well on helping you move through this season. Let's get started. Together we're gonna move into Sphinx posture. And I have you start out on the belly because it's a welcoming, soft space. It's not overly aggressive, especially for this season. So Sphinx entails the tops of your feet rooted in the mat and your palms wide open, elbows underneath the shoulders, and a lifted neck, a lifted throat, a lifted heart. You're looking for space in the chest and you're just looking forward. You want to release any tension through the ear and the shoulder, any avoidance of this space here. You want to be laying tall and proud, and perhaps you close your eyes and just take a moment to breathe. Inhaling, and open mouth, exhale it out. Good. Now I'd ask you to stay here for a breath or two more. I'm going to show you where we're headed. We're moving into seal posture, which is a little bit higher than Sphinx. So I would have you start with your palms outstretched a little further away from your body. This is going to be a little bit more of a gentle stretch. The hands wider than the shoulders is going to reduce any pressure off of the shoulders. Now check out here how you're doing. If you need to reduce any pressure, you just keep sliding forward. Otherwise, you're going to lift up a little higher, be really gentle, do this a little bit at a time, because the higher that you lift, the more pressure on the low back. So be really sweet and soft, check in, find your space, and keep that lifted, proud heart. Close the eyes, shoulders melt away from the ears. You're pressing the tops of your feet and the earth. And together we're going to do 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale. And release. Good. Stay here, or if you're ready, slowly come down onto the elbows. And for a moment, you're just going to open up the elbows and bring one ear to the ground. The elbows bent 90 degrees, and you're just allowing yourself to take a moment here. You're going to switch out your ears so you get an even stretch for your neck. And then if it feels good, lift up your feet and windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Massages the low back. Slowly move into tabletop. Take your time, lifting slowly up. And hands go underneath the shoulders, knees go underneath the hips. You can curl the toes if the feet are feeling a little bit tight today. Otherwise, feet can be flat on the earth, the tops. And together we're going to bring the chin into the chest and curl, arc the spine towards the ceiling. Into cat. For cow, you're gonna lower the belly, lift the chin, and find a nice stretch through the low back and shoulders. Again, inhale into cat, finding that space behind the shoulder blades. Exhale, lower down into cow. Last one, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Wiggle in the hips and shoulders. It's gonna feel really nice. Little shimmy. And then together, we're going to move into a toe curl. This is really good for reflexology of the feet. They tend to be really tight when we shove them into shoes during this holiday season. So you can curl the toes under. And I'll demonstrate first because it's a little bit intense, so you want to make sure that you're breathing into it and taking note of how you're feeling. So you'll settle back with toes curled under. Your heels are directly over, your hips are over your heels. And then from here, you're sitting with the shoulders over the hips. So together, let's start out hands on the ground, toes are curled, and together we're gonna slowly move in to the posture and eagle arms. So that means right hand goes underneath, right arm goes underneath the left arm, backs the palms together or opposite shoulders touch if you have sore shoulders. Woo! And then slowly wrap if that feels okay. Find your level, elbows on top of chest, exhale out. Good. Inhale, lift the elbows up. You should feel a big stretch through the back of the shoulders. And exhale, squeeze elbows down. Good. Again, inhale up. Exhale, squeeze on down. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze on down. Hold that squeeze. You're gonna keep breathing, but you're gonna hold the squeeze for 3, 2, 1. Unwind, take your time, be really gentle, come onto your hands, lift up off of the toes, and you can pedal out or shake out the feet as feels good. Nice. Now, you can move into that space again with the toes. If that was just too much for you today, you always have the option to come into hero's pose here. You can utilize a block or a pillow, placing that underneath your hips to utilize a little bit of space. If you have a yoga mat, you can curl it over and it'll really reduce some of the strain on the ankles and the knees. So I will move that around. If you're moving into the toe curl, feel free to curl away and then slowly come back. Left arm goes underneath the right. Find your space, however you had that before. When you're ready, exhale, elbows on top of the chest. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, squeeze down. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly unravel, shake out, shimmy out any way you need to get out. Good. From here, you're going to move into a seated forward fold. So we'll stretch the legs out away from the body. Hips stay on the mat. Stretch forward, and you're going to use your hands to walk to your level of comfortability. Make sure that you're lifting up in your chest, you're keeping it nice and open rather than curling forward. And you're going to walk your hands to whatever level feels good. Knees, shins, ankles. And if it feels good, you can take your hands around your toes, but it's totally up to you wherever you're feeling today. You might be really stiff from the cold. But remember to lift up in the chest, leaning forward and hinging forward. Always leading with the chest. Always using an exhale as you hinge. Inhales are good for lengthening through the spine. Good. Do one more big inhale and then settle in. Knowing that forward folds are all about release and surrender. What is it that you can surrender in this winter, in this cold, in this dark season? strength to surrender and a relief on the body. Slowly walk your hands all the way back up and out of the curl. Take a moment, shimmy. Ooh, look at that sun. It hasn't been in here in a few days. It feels nice. Utilize the sunshine in the video if you don't have it where you are. And together we're moving into butterfly. So you start out with the soles of the feet together. I'd say further away from the body than you need to, because then you can slowly bring them in as feels good. Now, blocks are your friend, or little sweatshirts or curled up blankets to put underneath the knees. You want to make sure that if you pull your knees or your feet forward, that the knees don't go up too high like this. You want to keep them so that they're down towards the earth. Find your level of comfortability. Take your hands, utilize those to lift up in the chest, and then you're going to slowly hinge on forward. Utilize your hands to walk down as you continue to lift in the chest, moving, exhaling, forward folding. Close the eyes and settle in. Deep inhale in, pushing the belly button away from the spine. And then exhale, pull the belly button, the navel in towards the spine. So the stomach is doing all the moving. Inhale, pushing it away. Exhale, pulling it in. Inhale. And releasing, exhale. Stay in the posture for just a few more breaths. The hips hold on to so much with relationship stress. Anything with family, friends, partners, so be really gentle. Imagine that stress is melting out of the hips into the ground, away from your body. Maybe you assign it a color, allowing it to absorb into the ground. Good, utilizing your flat palms, you're slowly rewinding your way out of the posture. Shimmy in the shoulders. Good. Take your block if you have one, or a pillow, and we're going to move into supported bridge. I'm going to flip around this way, change things up. And for bridge, you don't have to have a block. I'll show you where we're headed first. But you're going to take your hands either side of your body. Your heels are right up by the hips, and feet hips width distance apart. You're going to inhale, lift the hips up as high as you can. Your hands can stay down on the earth. You can either stay here for a little bit of strength building, or you can place the block underneath the sacrum, which is just a little further down than where you put your belt if you had your belt on. You want to have it comfortably right above the sits bones, if you were like, that's your sits bones. So your low back. Now, hands can either rest on the belly, around the navel, around the outsides of your body, flat, or you can open up your arms so that they're curled 90 degrees, and that's going to allow you to stretch open the chest. I really like that one for this season, to continue that chest opening. I'll scooch this way so I can really open up. Nice. You're just settling in here. And this is where you can really notice the lift and lower of the navel as you make sure that the breath stays in the belly. You want to keep it out of the chest. That's where we panic. We can get anxiety if we breathe too much in the chest. You want to breathe big in the belly. Good. Slowly inhale the hips high. Move the block or pillow, whatever you had, and we're gonna finish out in instant Maui. This is one of my favorite restorative postures. So you'll take the pillow, place it behind you, and if you have access to a chair or a couch or a bed, I'd encourage you to get there. You don't have to. You can always just stay where you were in the supported bridge and move the block out of the way, and get a pillow for your head, make it really comfortable. But I'll show you where we're headed. You'll place your legs on a chair facing you or a couch facing you, and bring your head on a pillow. Sometimes can be really nice. A blanket here would be the divine. This one's a little too big. I might crush myself with it, so I'll just stay here. But this is where socks kind of come in handy as well. And you're just going to use your hands on the space below your navel. You don't have to have the pillow or all those extra goodies. You can just move into Shavasana here as well, but allow the breath to settle. And you're going to imagine yourself, oh goodness, under the night sky. There's a warm breeze moving through around you, across your skin. You feel safe, protected. And the stars, there are thousands of stars out around you. The sweet smell of earth underneath you. And you observe yourself lighting one candle. It appears whatever color you want, whatever color candle, and you strike a match and you allow that candle to burn. And it lights up the space around you with a brilliant golden hue, a brilliant golden glow. And this candle is your spark, your energy, your intuition. You know exactly what to do. You are strong, capable, and grounded. And you take a breath looking at the stars and this candlelight, and you are home. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Stay here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready to move, you'll slowly pull the knees into your chest, whether you are laying down or in instant Maui. Curl over to one side, bring the knees up to your chest. Into fetal position, maybe use your arm or a pillow as a pillow for your head. Taking this calm, sweet space, knowing that the quiet and the darkness always brings about brilliant, beautiful gifts in the light. Slowly begin to uncurl, lifting yourself up one hand at a time, rewinding back up to seated. If you're ready, bring your hands together in front of your chest. Thank yourself for making time for you, for coming to your mat, for trying one new thing today, whatever it was. The light in me honors and deeply respects that brilliant and beautiful light in you. It is there, even in the dark. I wish you peace, Shanti. Thank you so much. I wish you blessings this Capricorn season.